Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Phwealthy Man, aka Mark Anthony, and I'm with Making Money with Tone. And today he is gonna help me just kind of look at my expenses on my car rental business, and just we gonna really see how much I'm actually making, how much it's actually costing me. Because to be honest, I know this isn't good. I haven't done this yet, so. Been operating for about a year now. In 2024, next month in February, it'll be a year of me operating this Turo business, rental cars, and just seeing how much it costs me. So working with Making Money with Tone. So
let's make this money.
All right, so Tone, what's first? What should I?
So I think we should start with just kind of putting together the revenue for December, this month, December 2023. So let's kind of roll through the cars you got and how much revenue you've generated for the month of December so far. Okay. Let me know which car you're starting with.
So we're gonna break it down by each car?
Yep.
Okay. So I guess I'm gonna start with the Hyundai Palisade.
Okay, so we'll start with the Palisade. How much revenue for the Palisade for December 2023?
So just for December, it looks like $1,078.
Is that all the money that's generated through? So that's just like on the daily bookings, like miscellaneous expenses like gas charges, late charges. Does that include all that?
You said gas charges and late charges, like reimbursement?
Yep, so we want to look at everything. So we want to look at the daily bookings. We want to look at the late charges, all miscellaneous charges. So whether it be late charges, pickup fees, refill. We want to look at everything in total.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess if you include the reimbursements, it looked like December only $5.
Okay, so it's $1,083. So that's all the income for the Palisade for December. All right, then let's run through the expenses then.
For the Palisade?
Yep. So let's run through what's the car note on the Palisade?
So the car note is $1,064.
All right, so we got $1,064. Okay. Do you pay for gas or do the guests, do they pay for gas?
I might have to pay for gas.
Okay.
But if they bring it back gassed up already and I don't drive it, then I don't pay for gas. So it just kind of depends.
Okay, so let's say how much would you have to guess that you pay for gas for the month of December for the Palisade? Not reimbursed, just like out of pocket.
Dang, I have no idea. Because I buy gas for all of the cars on one card.
Okay, so are you able to use a credit card for that?
Yeah.
Are you able to go to that credit card platform, go through expenses, and search by gas so then we could see, kind of just get a rough estimate for the month?
Okay. It just may not be gas for the Palisade. It's just gonna be gas for everything.
That's cool. Then we can just divide it. We're just gonna get an average and divide it by how many cars you got to have a rough estimate of gas expense.
Okay, let's see. We gotta add it up.
All right, I got you.
$4.10.
Okay.
$9.67. $17.99.
Okay.
$13.11. $18.81.
That's it?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we got a total of $63.68, and you think that's for all the cars, just overall for the month?
Yeah.
Okay. How many cars you have?
4.
All right. So on average, that's $15.92 that you spend on gas.
A month?
A month.
Okay.
So that's not too bad. So we got $15.92.
But that's December though. But
yeah, so we just looking.
December is a slow month though.
Okay.
Because we got more, busier months.
So maybe after we do December, we could do a month over the summer. Over the summer, so we can see how that kind of compared. All right, so we got $15.92 for gas. What about how much is insurance?
It would be $149 a month.
All right, $149 a month insurance. Okay. All right, are we missing any other expenses? So we got the car note, we got gas, insurance, car washes.
Yeah, car wash.
Okay.
Let me see what the car wash look like. Can you do the calculator again?
Yep.
So we got $5, $5, $7, 5, 5, 5, 5.
Okay, and it's all for the Palisade or just in general?
Just in general.
Okay, so then we're gonna divide that by 4. So you're gonna say, on average, car wash is $8. Anything else that you can think of for?
Yeah, like maintenance fees, like a oil change. But that's not every month though. But
Yeah.
I did just have to get it done.
Okay, and how often do you have to get a oil change, would you say?
Let me see if I can see it here.
How many total?
In December?
I guess like maybe for 2023.
For 2023, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6 of them. How much was that? How much was each one?
Well, it depends. So, and also I probably got more. It's just not from Jiffy Lube. So I'm only looking at Jiffy Lube. So I have to add the other ones too. But so I got one for $95.62, $115.78, $98.93, $86.07, $86.07, and then $82.76. And then it is another.
What was the last one? $82 and what?
82.76.
All right. And how many was that total?
That was 6.
Okay. And you said you got some more coming?
Yeah, it was just one, I think, from a different place. Let me see. Take 5. Yeah, and that one was $114.11.
Okay. So that's a total of $679.97 for all oil changes for the year 2023. So then we're going to divide that by 12. So on average, you spend $56.67 on oil changes, and then we're gonna divide that. That's because that's for all cars, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then we're gonna divide that by 4. So oil changes on a monthly basis, if you average out, you spend $14.16. So
A month.
$14.17 on oil changes.
Okay.
Okay. Any other expenses? So
yeah,
we got
just like maintenance, like if a tire go flat, or if like, I gotta change the windshield wipers or change the filter.
So how would you, are you able to search that up?
I guess AutoZone, yeah. I buy stuff from AutoZone. Well, okay, can you do the calculator?
Yep.
I ain't gonna lie, I'd be kind of cheap with the stuff I'm getting. So it's like, I feel like the prices could be a lot higher if I wasn't so cheap.
Yeah, but that's good though. That's a good practice. Try to find the best deal.
Okay, so we got $34.16.
Okay.
$19.70, $32.81, $14.81, $49.02, $77.16, $9.90, $14.32, $10.78, $15.42, $20.94, $15.42, and $100.
Okay. All right, so that's $414.44 for the year. Divide that by 12, so that gets us to $34.54, and then divide that by 4, so that gets us to $8.63 on average. So $8.63 for maintenance. All right, anything else you can think of? So we got the car note, we got gas, insurance,
I think
car
for the
wash,
maintenance though,
oil change.
maybe just add like an extra 100 to it, just for like anything else that could possibly.
You think that would be like $100 for the year or for the month?
I mean,
Because that's a lot.
it could be. Well, if I had to get a new tire, that costs like $200 right there.
But then we just divide that per month.
Oh, okay.
So maybe we just added like another $5. That's another $60. Or maybe we add another $10. That's another $120.
Okay.
So let's maybe just call it another $10 to make it even. So we're gonna make that $18 and 63 cents in maintenance. All right. So for total expenses, we got $10.64 for the car note. We got $15.92 for gas. Then we have $149 for insurance, and then we have $8 for car wash. Then we have $14.17 for oil change, and then for maintenance, we initially had $8.63, but then we had another $10 on average for just other miscellaneous maintenance. So that brings the total expenses to $1,269.72
For the Palisade?
for the Palisade.
So that's below.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the total net income comes out to for the month of December, the profit on the Palisade was negative $186.72. Okay, so we got the Palisade. All right, so let's run through
The Ascent.
the Ascent. All right, so what's the revenue for the Ascent?
So we got 700.
Okay, so we got $700 for revenue. Any other miscellaneous income? So reimbursements, things like that.
That's in there.
Okay, so we got $700 even. Okay. All right, then let's run through these expenses. A lot of these are gonna be the same because we took the average. But the car note, what's the car note?
Car note on that is, let me look here. All right, so it looks like the car note for the Ascent is 700.
700. Okay. All right. What's the insurance?
Same as Palisade.
Same as the Palisade, so that's 149. Then we're gonna just carry over all the other expenses. So we're gonna carry over the gas of 15. We're gonna carry out all of the expenses. So we took the average of we're gonna carry over all the same expenses. So we got the gas. We had gas of $15.92, insurance $149, car wash expense we're gonna carry forward.
Oh, I got some other expenses though. Now that I think about it, I got the tracker.
Okay.
And then what about the address?
Address.
The virtual address.
I would say we gonna leave that out.
Okay.
Nah, maybe we should. That's just like an annual thing, and they just add it up.
Yeah, because I have to have that.
Okay, so let's add that. So all right, let's add the tracker. How much is the tracker for the Palisade?
So the tracker, let me see here. The tracker is, so it's actually for all four of the cars.
Okay, so what's the
It's
total?
$96.80.
80 cents. And you just have to. That's one time for the year.
Once a month.
That's once a month. Okay.
Yeah.
Dang, that's a heavy expense.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's $24. That's $24.20 for the tracker per month.
What about nav? Should I include that?
We can include that because I guess that's an operating expense as well.
Okay. Oh, and what about the stickers and the city stickers and the?
Yeah, we can include that too.
Oh, what about my phone? Or what? For monthly.
I think just for we should just look at just like the expenses just to run the cars.
Okay.
And then we could just kind of we could do like another snapshot of like the total year, because those are just like operating expenses that you just have to do, like LLC fee, the filing fee there, you know, having your business address, you have that fee, phone bill, we had all those things in there. But I think for this, we should just look at how much you're making for the car and what are the expenses associated with running that car on a month to month. So I think tracker is a good addition, and I think sticker in place is a good addition because you need that in order to have the cars on the road. Mm-hmm. So how much are the city stickers and license plate? Let's call all registration fees.
I'm pretty sure that the sticker costs like 100. Or
Okay.
105 or something like that.
Okay, we're gonna say 105, and then
the plate costs like I want to say 150.
150. Okay. Any
152 or something like that.
Any other registration fee you could think of? No. Okay. All right. So that brings it to 255. That's per car. So we're gonna divide that by 12. All right. So then we're gonna say registration fees is $21.25 per month. So then we gotta add that in there. And registration fees, $1,269.72. That was our old total. So then we're gonna add in the tracker of $24.20 plus the registration fee of $21.25. All right, so that gives our new monthly expenses of $1,315.13. All right, so then that brings our new net profit of negative $232.13. All right, so then we need to add those additional expenses to the Ascent. So we got the registration fees of $21.25. So I just want to make sure we're not missing them. We got insurance, we got card note, we got gas, car wash, oil change, maintenance, tracker. Okay, so let me just add this up. So card note 700 plus 1592 for gas. Then insurance we got 149. Car wash $8. Oil changes 1417 plus maintenance of 1863. Then we have the tracker 2420, and then we have registration fees of $21.25. All right, so that brings the total expenses to $951.17.
For those two cars?
No, just for the Ascent. So we got $951.17. So that's on average what it costs you to run the Ascent every month. And so for the month of December, we have net profit of negative $251.17, which is a little less than what the Palisade was, which was $232. All right, let's go on to the next car. What's the next car we got?
All right, then we got the Legacy.
Okay.
Legacy, Oh yeah, actually that one got in an accident. So this month is only $403.
All right, for revenue.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so $403. Okay. All right, so then let's run through the expenses. It should only be a couple that's different. All right, so we just need car note.
So car note is $600.
Okay. 600. Okay. And then that's really what we need because insurance is the same, right?
Mm-hmm.
We took the average for gas, so let's see. We got. So let me add this up quick. All right, we got total expenses of $851, $17. Okay, so that brings our total profit to negative $448.17. All right, then the last car.
And then the Nissan.
The Nissan. This probably gonna be the money one.
I think so. I ain't got no car note.
True.
But insurance is different. Let me see. So my insurance for the Nissan is $170.
Okay. Got it. No car note. And then what was the revenue for the Nissan?
$264.
$264.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let's see what we got here. Just add up these expenses. All right. So that brings the. Man, we're super close on this one. I'm breaking even. That brings the total expenses to $272.17. That results in a net profit of negative $8.17.
That sounds better.
Yeah. All right. So looks just kind of doing like a couple recap. I mean, the largest expenses for obviously the cars is the car note. And then you have the insurance is next. So now we kind of know what it takes. So for the Palisade, on average, the expenses, in order to break even, you need to make $1,315.13 just to break even. On the Ascent, you need to break even. You need to make $951.17. On the Legacy, in order to break even, you need to make $851.17. And then on the Nissan, in order to break even, you need to make $272.17. But now I'm kind of just curious because you said December was like a slow month. Let's just take
That's actually, I mean, those numbers are good to have because now I can be like, okay, I need to work with these numbers.
Yep.
Instead of, I was just kind of looking at the car note, I guess.
Because like now we know, like, all right, so like, so now we know. But let's just do a quick summary real quick just for like 2023 for revenue for all 4 cars, and then we can see like, you know, in the year kind of like if you break even, because they account for that seasonality, because we got like a low month, we got like an accident, so it's really not the best gauge of how much you made overall, because it's in the slow season accident. So let's just look at.
So we do like a month that was like.
Let's just can you do the recap for the year? So could you look at all the revenue for the year for the Palisade? Can you do that?
Just for the Palisade?
Yeah.
So this for everything.
Yeah, can you break it down by the Palisade and we can kind of run through it? Yep, okay, so let's do that. All right, so
Okay.
So for 2023, the Palisade generated how much revenue?
$12,701.
All right, so that was $12,701.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then let's go with the Ascent next.
Ascent was, give me a second here. Ascent is $6,621.
Okay. And then let's go with the legacy.
Legacy, $8,251.
$8,251. Okay. And then Nissan.
Nissan, $6,440.
Okay. All right. So so we're just gonna take those and then divide it by 12 to see what we're making on average a month. So Palisade, that was $12,701 divided by 12. So on average, you're making $1058 a month. Okay, and then the Ascent was 6,621. You're making 551. 551.75. Okay, then the Legacy. Legacy making 687.58. All right, then the Nissan, last one, you're making $6,440 for the year. Divide that by 12. On average, you're making $536.67. 536 and 67 cents. All right, so we shall run some. So we got the revenue. So then let's just quickly throw in expenses, just on average a month. So for the Palisade, we said that those expenses are $1,315. All right. Last number, then we got the profit. Your Nissan, your best car. I could already see just off the top. Which we figured out anyway because of no card note.
Mm-hmm.
What I did, what we just ran through what the expenses, what the income was for December, and then what are the expenses for on average a month for each car. And so just quickly, just like running through some rough numbers. What do you think is your least profitable car?
Least profitable would probably be the Legacy.
You think it's least profitable?
I think so.
It's actually not. It's actually your second best performing car. Your least profitable car
is the Palisade.
It's not, man. Palisade is actually, like, revenue doing well is the Ascent. The least profit is Ascent. So on that one, on average, call it round numbers, you lose at $400 a month on that one. But the Palisade, like, on average, you're losing $293. So kind of close, but it generates the most revenue. Like, you generate on average $1,058 per month, and expenses is $1,351. So you close, real close to like break even on that one. Your most profitable car obviously is a Nissan. You're making $264 a month. So just kind of in order from most profitable, the least profitable, we got the Nissan, most profitable. Then second, Legacy. Third, Palisade. And fourth is the Ascent. So there we go. Those are how things are going. I know in these numbers, you kind of, how many cars did you have go down this year?
Just the Legacy.
Just the Legacy?
Twice.
So that, I mean, so even with it being down twice,
it did have one crazy month, the Legacy. That
Yeah.
was just stupid. I sent it to you.
Yeah. So, but like even with it being down twice, like you close. So probably without those two you know, those two periods that it was down, you probably would have been at break even. And so then if you, let's say you hit break even on the Legacy, you got the profitability from the Nissan, you know, on average a month, you probably just would be funding like $400 out of the pocket. So there you go.
Okay.
We got the numbers, man.
So yeah, from doing this, it just seemed like you know, if I could bring my monthly payments, pretty much car payments down, then that could help me a lot. But I need to just figure out how to either get more bookings or, I guess, spend less money.
Yeah.
So
I think the biggest thing that you can honestly control is just like the revenue. So like, I don't know, have you noticed that there are different, like, how do you do your pricing? Do you just have like a set pricing just like overall, or do you have like do you have dynamic pricing, meaning like do you have a different price during the week versus the weekend because it's popular, or like do you have different pricing for holidays? Like, how do you do?
it's just whatever. It's just you could do whatever. I mean, what I do,
Yeah.
it just depends. Like, I be trying different things. It's not that I have a certain way that I always do it, but I just be trying different things. Like, sometimes I'll try to price it. Like for the Palisade, I just let Turo price it, and I don't really mess with the price on that one because it was doing so good. So
Yeah.
I just was like, I just let it go. And then, but the Legacy and the Ascent and the Nissan, like, I do price myself. Maybe I should let Turo price it or something. I don't know, but I do price those myself, and I just be switching it up. I might do lower on the weekdays, higher on the weekends.
Yeah.
Like, or price go up on Christmas or something.
Yeah. I think
So
that
it just
makes sense.
depends, I guess. Or if I need a car, like I may need a car this weekend, so I don't want nobody to book it. So I may make it up, like, you know, I might put it at $100 just so nobody books it though.
Got it. Okay. So it seemed like maybe that's the. You said the Palisade you let Turo do, and then the other three cars you do it yourself. Okay. I mean, we saw that the Palisade was generating the most revenue, so maybe we look at trying to let Turo set the price in for a couple weeks or a month and see if, you know, there's some opportunity to increase that revenue. Because even if you even get, you know, like $5 extra on a booking, let's say you have 10 bookings a month. How many bookings would you say on average you have?
I don't even know. Let me see if there's a way I could figure that out. Oh, so should I tell you just for one car or for all of them or what?
Just like maybe just for one, I guess.
Just for the Palisade?
Yeah.
So it looked like Palisade this month. So in December, Palisade had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So 7 bookings. Okay. So if we can, and how does that compare to the
Ascent?
Yeah.
Ascent in December had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. So maybe just doing Turo because of the, you know, the dynamic pricing, we can get another 2 bookings, create a little bit more revenue, and so that may be an opportunity to increase revenue. It's just like maybe let Turo do it, and just to see it, you know, because like right now you're trying to figure out the pricing strategy. Because I feel like with any business that you have daily pricing, like you want to find ways to just like optimize 2 things: the average daily rate and then also the occupancy. And so maybe if a car is sitting for a little bit, if you're managing it, then you're missing out on the opportunity. But if Turo see that, hey, like it's a slow week, low demand, you know, like they may be able to price it competitive enough that it's like, you're not making as much you normally would, but at least it's still out and you're making something. So maybe that might be a strategy just to optimize optimize pricing and occupancy.
Yeah, and I also don't have the instant booking.
Yeah.
And I was talking about turning it on. I don't know. I just like be thinking. I guess it's not really more so the people, but even though sometimes like people book it and it's like they got a low rating. So I would like to vet them and ask them questions and stuff before I accept it, just to see if are they answering back? Are they real people? You know, are they, you know, what are they up to? So I just like to do that. And then just the dates. I don't want to do instant booking and people booking on different dates and times that don't work. So I also like to look at the date before I confirm it. And if I do, like sometimes people do confirm it, but it may be like I might have a trip at 9 and somebody just booked something at 9:30, and I might tell them, hey, can we do 10 or something?
Yeah.
Just so I could get that little space, because I gotta drive the car here.
Yeah.
I gotta be on time, and I can't be in 2 cars at once.
Yeah.
So I'd be having to, and I don't want people to just be booking stuff and it's like back to back, and I'm just going crazy.
So now I'm hearing. Now I'm thinking, do you have a way of looking at all your cars in one set calendar, so you're able to see like, all right, we got the Ascent booking trip here, then we got the Legacy, the Nissan, so it's all and to see it all in one calendar, so you can see that.
Yeah, definitely got that.
So then, like, is it possible? So that's cool, because then you can see kind of how things are stacking up. Do you have the ability to open up the time that somebody can book versus not? So let's say,
what do you mean open it up?
So let's say, or close it. So let's say you have the Legacy that's out, you know, for X amount of days, and it comes back at 11 a.m. They have to return the car by 11 a.m. Do you have it set that somebody can only book the car same day at like 3 p.m.? Because then that will give you time.
6 hour window.
Yeah, or some type 6 hour window. Okay.
I mean, well, 6 hour. Well, it got to be 6 hours before, and I think. Let me see. I think I just switched it up, but I know everybody, like, you get 6 hours to book it. If it's later, if it's less than 6 hours, then you can't book the car.
Got it. Okay. But that should help with like downtime, like getting the car, cleaning it, fueling it, driving.
Yeah, but it's just that if I have 2 cars though to do all that with, then it could be an issue. Cause I have to meet them I gotta like do all that stuff and then meet them at the pickup location or the drop off. But then I don't know if they're late or something, and then that, like, I gotta just account for if they're late too, and you know they here and I gotta go get the other car, but they not here. You know, just stuff like that.
Got it. Okay. So it seemed like just having 2 cars come back at the same time just kind of could create a problem, because it's like, unless
my girl helped me, then it could, you know, or just anybody can help me pick a car up. But I can't, like, she, you know, she's not part of the business really. Yeah. She just kind of be helping me, so I don't really be including her in planning. You know, if she do help me, it's just kind of like okay, that's nice, but I can't plan it where if she gonna be helping me all the time.
Got it. Is it possible to stagger in the calendar when cars have to be due back, so you don't find yourself in a situation where you have 2 cars coming back at once, you have to pick them up?
It's just sometimes there's no way to tell, because even if somebody, I mean, even if somebody has it as like an appointment, they might be like, hey, can I come back? I'm here right now, or can I come later at 3? Or
do you charge them for that?
So it just depends. Like, I have to charge them. They get 30 minutes before I could charge them to be late, and that's why but it has to be changed on the app, so I can charge them. We can't just be like, you know, I'm gonna come back at 3, but on the app it say 2.
Yeah.
And you know, I mean, that would be bad on their end, but if it was vice versa, then it would be bad on my end, because I couldn't charge them the late fee even though they late, because they say 3.
Got it. Okay.
even though we agreed on 2, you know, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to charge. So it just really depends. I do be thinking like, if I want to give everybody like the best like service and stuff, then I do just need to account what the customer may do if they may be late or they may show up early or just whatever the case may be. So, but as far as staggering them in between the trips, let me see. I don't think I think you can only do it with per car. You can't do it like for all the cars.
Got it.
So just because you staggered the Palisade don't mean that like somebody could still book the Palisade at the same time.
Got it.
Of the, you know, the ascent. Like it's not going to block it out.
Got it. Okay, because I was just thinking just like ways to.
And the only reason,
I
I guess I could do the instant book, and then if I just see it, the only thing with that, you know, is that if I have to cancel it, then that could go against my metrics on the app of being like an all-star host and stuff.
Yeah.
So
with the instant book, are you able to say somebody can instant book if they meet certain qualifications, or is it just like on or off?
On or off.
Okay. And then is there a way that you can cancel a reservation without penalty to you?
Only if they late.
So like so if you got instant book on, somebody could book it to pick up the car in 3 hours, but you have no time to be like, all right, I want to be able to cancel this reservation and just give them a full refund and not affect your rating at all?
Right. And it's not the rating, like my rating to the customers, it's the rating on, well, yeah, it is the rating to the customers that could affect it. But just if I'm an all-star host, not the ratings that I get per trip, but just the all-star host part is kind of different per trip. And then Turo has requirements to be an all-star host, and one of the requirements is you got to have a certain kind of like a cancellation. If you got a cancellation, too many cancellations or something, that could go down, and then you could not be an all-star host.
Got it.
Even though you have all 5-star reviews from guests.
Got it.
So that's the only thing, is because I do kind of care about that. I wanted to say all-star host on that.
Yeah. So then maybe, man, like, maybe the instant booking not the right answer, because like
I don't think so.
If you got somebody that got like a terrible rating and they crashing cars and leaving it like messy, or they always late, and then they can just instant book, it's not worth the money, because it's like if they crash a car, then it's out of commission for 30 days. With that, like, you could have avoided that by just being able to vet them by like pick up the phone, look at their reviews, like, and do all that. So maybe it's
and
not
I don't
even
turn people away if they do have low reviews, but if they do have low reviews, then I just kind of ask them more questions about the trip and everything.
Yeah, and you want that time to be able to vet each person, because at the end of the day, like, you know, we kind of seeing with the legacy that if somebody get in a car accident, then we see that you got to foot that bill, so that your revenue not able to cover.
Right, exactly.
So.
Yeah, so I guess if I had a car, like a Tesla or something, where I could just do the app and stuff, you know, or just get some kind of software for that. That might change for instant book, but it's just I'm not there yet.
Okay. All right. Well. Okay. Any other thoughts on it, or like?
Man, I think no, I need to come up with a plan to, figure out, change these numbers up and, get that negative out of there.
Yeah.
Or to even break even, I would be happy with that right now. But, I'm learning, so I appreciate you doing that for me. Everybody watching, I hope that y'all was able to take something from this, and just make sure that y'all follow my homie, Making Money with Tone. So we'll see you on the next video. Phwealthy out.